We got our laundry in the bag. Hey y'all.
What's up, y'all?
I'm just gonna
We
share this to
live,
our
man. We
Facebook
live.
page.
We are live.
Well,
Actually, you might be able to just do this right here. Just the share button. And then go straight up to Facebook. And it's probably still recording in the background, so
I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Post to Facebook.
I ain't tagging nobody. I should have tagged people.
It's all right.
Sorry, guys. They got Instagram on here?
I don't see it.
I know. Okay.
But either way, we'll just get the talking dive right on.
Isn't it supposed to tell us who's here?
Yeah, on the side, but ain't nobody here yet.
Yes, it is. It got one person. Welcome to the chat. Remember your privacy and abide by the community guidelines. I don't know who's here, but hi.
Click on it and see.
Tell us, comment something so we can see.
Yeah, guys, when you come in, just y'all put your name on the side if y'all can chat, and let us know who's watching.
Right.
But anyways, yeah, man, it's been a little minute. We had a couple things going on this whole last month of October. Wife got a new job, so she was in a different area of Colorado training for
Fort Collins, really nice area.
Yeah, Fort Collins, Colorado. And so I was back and forth, didn't really have no time to kind of like sit down and get videos out, but we got a day to kind of chill and catch you guys up. And so we kind of wanted to, one of our followers reached out to my wife and was kind of wanting to move here, right? And
yeah, Brittany, her name's Brittany Knox. Thank you for reaching out to us. Actually, she reached out to us through comment, and then she wanted to email us, and I was like, the best way to reach me is probably social media. And then when she hit me up on hit me up on Instagram at the Steamer Step Outs. And then when she did that, I was like, just give me a call. So I talked to her for about an hour, and she asked me a lot of different questions. And she texted me, and like, I do not mind doing that because I feel like we had a lot of questions that when we looked on YouTube and we're doing research and everything, I just felt like there really wasn't a lot of content like for people to
I felt like people were just
for
too,
questions
too
that we
busy.
had. This is bothering me.
I felt like people were big, and which is not a knock against them, but I feel like they were just like most of the people we followed already have been in the game, so posting a comment is like you waiting weeks to hear back because there's so many other people. So
okay, why can I not see who's coming in? There's 2 people in here. Could y'all comment so we can see y'all? Because I want to make sure that if someone asks a question
that we direct,
that we can actually answer it. So anyway, she asked a lot of questions, and we are in the process of editing a lot of different videos. But again, we're just busy and it's time consuming, and we're not YouTube famous, so we're not making money. So we still have our regular life and entertaining our regular. There's Brittany right there, and entertaining our regular income streams. So like, we still have to do that.
Right. But we are gonna get content out, and I, as personally on me, is gonna do better to make sure we get you guys content. So Brittany did reach out to us, like we said. So we kind of want to put this video together to give you guys some more information on the insides and outs of moving, things to kind of like consider when you are moving out of state or to Colorado specifically. So this video is gonna kind of contain a little bit of both things that you can take to out of state, or if you want to move to Colorado, there's gonna be some things specific for Colorado. So we're just gonna dive right in. So number one is cost of living. That's always the first thing you want to do, because that you kind of want to research. Cost of living is really generalized. There's a lot of things that go into it, like housing, food, childcare, there's a lot of things like job opportunity, real estate market, a lot of things that go into cost of living. That's going to be the biggest difference. I know for us, when we moved here, it was a lot more expensive.
Which we said.
Yeah, which we said a lot, coming from Texas. So I don't know. What do you think?
I think a huge thing to consider is like the type of lifestyle that you're
Right,
going to live.
right.
Because are you going to live in an apartment? Are you coming here trying to buy? Are you going to do something unconventional like what we did? Is really important because that's going to change the difference in how you can live. So, like, if you want to buy a house, depending on where you're coming from, you need to research the median price of housing. So like,
right.
And you also need to research the national average of cost of living, which is a tool that we use. Baby, what is
the website that I use is called Sperling.com. So it's SPERLING.com. You can search by state and it compares against the US average, which is 100. Or you can go by like cities. Like if you're moving from Houston and you want to go to Milwaukee, and it has a smart assess tool that will break down what you need to make, your family size. You can plug in a lot of different things, and it'll give you some good, nice figures that you can kind of go off of, so you guys can kind of see like, hey, what we might need to make, where we need to go, what kind of things we might need to do. It also has food, childcare, transportation, utilities. They'll have like a studio apartment all the way to like a 4-bedroom apartment against the US national average. It'll give you like specific numbers. So it's really good for you guys to dive into to kind of find out a lot more information.
For example, the US national average is 100. Colorado is like a 130.
Right.
That lets you know it's spicy here.
Yeah.
Like
that lets you know it's really expensive.
You know it's really expensive. So,
but then there's other places like New York that's a 200. So you weigh your options.
Now, I think when you're looking at cost of living, another thing to kind of consider is how much money can I make, because that matters as well. So like there's places in the South that are super expensive, but then job opportunity is crap, right? So like we were talking, me and Brittany were talking, and she's from Mississippi. Like cost of living is dirt cheap in Mississippi, but job opportunity is based on a lot of different variables that don't always work for people. And how much money can you make? So then in that type of situation, it kind of comes down to a wash because you're really not making it. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. So I think like here in Colorado, you can make good money. And I feel like how I personally feel about Colorado is not necessarily a place for a true middle class family.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about Colorado, because if you work just a regular kind of job where you may have a nice skill set, but you like you can get a decent job making good money, I feel like you'll always be like you won't. I don't feel like it's a place to come to get ahead. It's a place to come if you're established already and you're kind of like, I'm just gonna kind of put down roots, and then this is just where I'm gonna stay and maintain what I've already established. That's the type of place Colorado is to me. This is not a place where it's like I'm coming here because I'm gonna get ahead and then I'm gonna continue my life. I feel like it's a place to very easily get caught into the trap of just living paycheck to paycheck. Like very easily.
Definitely, because it's so either really, really high or just really, really low as far as cost of living or just living period. So
so considering a lifestyle that you want to live and how much that's going to cost you, that's a huge thing, because that's how you figure out how much money I need to make. And we do have a video that we're in the middle of editing where I just bust out the whole whiteboard on y'all. I'm telling y'all how much you need to make for 2 people, 4 people, 6 people, whatever. So that's coming up soon. So number 2, job opportunity and compensation / work schedules. So I put all of that kind of into one because I feel like work schedules kind of go with childcare. And like for instance, if you're coming here and you're like a married couple with children, right, then work schedules and really mean a lot, because childcare is really expensive depending upon how many children you have. So like for instance, we don't have any family here, so if both of us were to work, we would have to do childcare, which means that that's something else we're paying out. And I'm telling y'all right now, childcare here is really expensive. Now, if you have like all of your children are in school and somebody can work like during the time that children are in school, Okay, but you need to consider how much money you'll be able to make with that limited availability. And you also need to consider, like, is it even possible in your job, in your industry field, can you work the schedule that you need to make to survive, right? Because I feel like for a family of 4 to 6, like a family of four probably is going to need about $65,000, and I feel like you would still be living paycheck to paycheck.
Definitely.
For our size family, six, you need about 70 from 70 to 75 to 80 grand, and you're still going to be living paycheck to paycheck. So, everybody's like, oh my God, how? If you have the regular things that most people have in America, a car note, if you have apartment or whatever type of housing bills and groceries, and then if you have children and you have these additional expenses, people have to also consider that insurance is going to be coming out of your paycheck. You have an additional state tax. Right. You know what I mean? If you're making 80 grand, your take home is probably going to be more like 75. Right. So, or maybe even less than that once you take out insurance and taxes and all of that. So that's something that was in the budget as well. So you need to consider work schedules. Like, if both of us have to work, can we even pull that off with our children and things like that? Job opportunity, I feel like, is a universal thing. Don't go to a place where if you lose the job that you intended to come there and work, that you're not in the place where you have enough job opportunity to get another one. Right. And when I was talking to Brittany, that was one of the things I told her, like, Colorado Springs is really cheap, and it's like we probably would have done better financially there, but we chose not to go there because I'm a retail store manager. And so Colorado Springs is very much like one of those places where you only got one or two of a thing there, maybe not even two. Right. So if you lose a job, the job pool is so much smaller. So we didn't go there because we knew Denver was the metropolitan city. So we decided to come here.
Yeah, right.
So that's another thing to consider. Number 3 is
whether to bring your furniture or liquidate, and not necessarily furniture,
anything.
Whether to bring anything or just liquidate. Now we chose to go ahead and liquidate everything. I felt like it helped us out in the beginning stages of us moving, and kind of like when we got here as well. Just from a monetary standpoint,